Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about The Forgotten. Now, a few days ago, Dreamlight Valley posted this picture for our Update 5 sneak peek of our character standing in front of the Forgotten version of the castle. Now, the first time that we saw this castle was in the Scar update when we chased our heartless shadow self into the Forgotten. But did you remember that the first time the castle was ever mentioned was when we rescued Donald Duck out of the portal in the Forest of Valor? I had forgotten about that too until it was brought to my attention and memory. And so I thought, you know what, it is a good time to go back and revisit everything that we've seen so far with the Forgotten storyline, since this next update really is going to be continuing this. So I hope you guys enjoy this video as a recap of what we have seen and, you know, to give us something to look forward to what is coming. So we're going to start with Donald and work our way through Olaf because there really wasn't anything in the last update to continue the Forgotten storyline. So I hope you guys enjoy. So when we first entered into this area, we found a feather and we brought it back to Kristoff, and then we had to go around the valley and enchant it in order to find Donald. So I just kind of skipped through that part so that we didn't have to watch all that dialogue, and now we're following the enchanted feather to bring us to Donald Duck. Finally, what took you so long? Wait, you're not Kristoff. Are you trying to steal the Orb of Courage from me? Wait, I'm Lizzie. Kristoff sent me. Kristoff's still in the valley? He should be here helping me. I took all the risk following the dark entity to get the Orb of Courage back. And I've been stuck in this place ever since. What is this place? No idea. It looks like the valley, but much darker and scarier. I saw a dark castle through the trees, but I have no idea who lives there. Did you find the Orb of Courage? Of course I did. I followed the dark entity, but then I got lost in all the fog. They opened another portal and dropped the orb when they left. I picked it up, but I couldn't find my way back. I thought Kristoff would have sent help sooner than this. Here, take the orb, since you made it here. I bet you can go back to the valley and fix the Pillar of Courage with your magic. Are you okay? Do I look okay? I've been lost in a dark, scary forest for I don't know how long. Sorry. It's not your fault. Actually, I feel better now that you're here. Hey, maybe you can get me out. Let's get out of here. Phew, that's all I want. You gotta go back through the portal and fix the pillar. Then focus your thoughts and its power should be strong enough to bring me back to the valley. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'm back in the valley. Thank you for your help, Lizzie. It was pretty brave to go in the dark grove and help me. I bet nothing scares you. I get scared, but I don't let it stop me. You mean you're not even scared of being scared? That's ridiculous. But brave too. Wow, things sure have changed here. One more pillar fixed. Oh, phooey, are they all broken like this? We have to figure out who the dark entity is so we can get rid of all the night thorns and fix the village for good. I think I know who the dark entity might be. Ursula told me about a being called the Forgotten. The Forgotten? Never heard of them. But if they started this whole mess, we have to stop them. Easier said than done. Whack, I just remembered. While I was lost in that scary forest, the dark entity dropped something. It looks like a page from a diary. Here, take it. I don't understand it, but maybe you can find out more about the dark entity if you figure it out. Time to go see my friends. Thanks again for helping me. That was all for the Donald Forgotten storyline. So now we're moving into the Scar update when the storyline continues and we actually see our Forgotten self and the castle for the first time. So I cut out the quest part about finding the extra fizzy root beer recipe from Merlin and getting the candy so that we could see what happens once we put it in the barrel, because that's what's essential here to the Forgotten storyline. And there's the first visual of our castle. So yeah, once we're here in the Forgotten, we have to clear our path to the broken orb, and then once we pick up the orb, we go and take it to Merlin, and then Merlin has a little bit more to say about who we saw, who that evil, shadow, heartless person is. So let's go find him and talk to him. Ah, I see you've solved the problem with the river in the Sunlit Plateau. But by the look on your face, I know there's something else bothering you. Come on, out with it. As I was coming out of the mines, I saw the Forgotten. Astounding. Well, don't stop there. What happened next? Merlin, the Forgotten looked just like me. Like you. Oh dear, this is very perplexing, Lizzie. Let me consider this. Well, it's possible that the Forgotten is a splinter of yourself that stayed behind when you left the valley long ago. A splinter of myself? How? As we grow up, there are always parts of ourselves that we leave behind, pieces of us that no longer, I suppose you could say, fit. But just because we're finished with a part of ourselves, it doesn't mean that part of ourselves is finished with us. In your case, this all may be manifesting itself a bit more, literally. Merlin, is this all my fault? No, Lizzie, I assure you, none of this is your fault. Cause and effect is tricky. The simplest action can lead to unexpected reactions, and here in the valley, things are especially complicated. All that matters is what you hold in your heart. We all know that you only want what's best for the village. We have to fix this. Well, I've always known that the key to restoring our valley lies with you, Lizzie. Well, speaking of restoring Dreamlight Valley, the Forgotten dropped this. Ah, the Orb of Nurturing. With this, we can restore the pillar in the Sunlit Plateau. So from here on out, we talk about restoring the pillar, and we go into that story. And that ends the Forgotten here in the Scar update. So let's move on to the Olaf update, where we see some more of our Forgotten selves. And we need to talk to Merlin again in this update to find out what is going on in the Frosted Heights. Lizzie, precisely who I was hoping to see. I'm certain you've noticed the rather snowy problem we have on our hands. There's a blizzard in the Frosted Heights, but it isn't a mere meteorological happenstance. There's dark magic afoot. Magical blizzard sounds like a job for Elsa. Well, ordinarily I'd say yes, and I do mean to consult her. But there's something quite unnatural about this storm. I fear even Elsa's magic won't be able to quell it. What a magical mess, what should we do? To set this right, we'll need to restore the pillar in the Frosted Heights. That should keep all the vexing dark magic at bay. How to restore the pillar? I suppose I'll need to find the orb like with the others. Precisely, but I'm afraid it's easier said than done. The orb has been missing from the Frosted Heights since shortly after the forgetting began. And oh dear, it's been missing so long that I can't remember which virtue powered its magic. What could it have been? Not chewing with your mouth open? Why, that's just basic manners and decency, Lizzie. Unless you're a dog, of course. Not exactly within their nature. Oh, but whoever powered the pillar, this pillar, was something more elemental. Whatever it was, I'm afraid you'll have trouble finding the orb. That blizzard means you won't be able to see an inch beyond your nose. I suggest you start by investigating the center of the mystical activity. You must search the blizzard for the source of the disturbance. And act quickly. The storm is growing larger. If we don't stop it soon, I fear it will swallow up the entire valley. Oh, and Lizzie, I suggest you dress for the weather. It's going to be downright frigid. Oh, you found me. Hooray, that means I'm it. Now it's your turn to hide. My advice, choose a good spot. Anna says my finding abilities are epic. Olaf? Lizzie, it's you. Wait, you look taller than I remember. I suppose the last time we saw each other was a long time ago, way back before the forgetting. Does that mean you're all grown up now? I guess so, even if I don't feel like it. That's a relief. If you don't feel like a grown-up, then you won't be too grown up to finish our game. Now it's your turn to hide and my turn to seek. Ready? Let's hide and seek later, but first... Or what happened to you? Well, I followed you in here one day. There was a bright flash of light, and then you were gone, and I've been here ever since, mainly because I couldn't get out. That's awful. Well, I did get lonely, and I miss you and all my friends. But I've composed 12 epic novels in my head while I've been here. It's a series. I'll recite them to you later. What is this place? You know, I'm not exactly sure. I think maybe it used to be your special room. My special room? What do you mean? Well, you came here when you wanted to be alone. To get away from all the complexities of life and ponder the meaning of the universe. That makes sense. We all need time alone. That is so true. There's so much strange magic in here. I wonder where it all comes from. As do I. This truly is a chamber filled with mysteries. I need your help fixing a magical mess. There's a magical blizzard that's threatening the whole village. If we're going to stop it, we need to find the orb and restore the pillar. Oh, I very much want to help, but first, I'm in need of some assistance myself. You've probably noticed that I'm missing my nose, my buttons, and my arms. I thought you looked a little different. I don't want to make a big deal about it. Thank you. That was very polite. I'll help you get all your parts back. I think when I came in, I saw some squirrels carrying them off. Oh, right. Silly me. Those squirrels are my friends. Did you know there are over 200 species of squirrels? But the ones here don't look like the squirrels I've seen before. They're all mysterious and glowy. Still, they like to play keep away with me, which is nice. It helps to pass the time. They take my buttons and nose and I chase them around to get them back. Are you sure this was just a game? Well, I thought so, but as for the squirrels, well, who can really comprehend the mind of a squirrel? But this time when you come in, the squirrels ran out right past you with my nose and buttons. I've only ever had to chase them around here before. Okay, I'll help you get them back. Great, let's chase down some squirrels. Alright, so we ran around and found Olaf's missing parts from the squirrels, so let's see what he's got to say now. You got my nose and buttons back, thank you. I feel much more like myself now. Hey, did you know that the squirrels use their tails to help them balance in high places? I didn't know that. Fascinating. I agree. Squirrels are a source of almost infinite interesting facts. And now we have one to add. They like to play keep away with carrots. Are you ready, little nose? Let's put you back where you belong. Oh, this is so much better. I give you a warm hug to say thank you, but I'm still missing my arms, so that would be difficult. Where could those be? Oh, I just remembered. It's not only my arms that are missing. They were holding something when I lost them. Didn't you say you were looking for some kind of orb? Well, I was holding one when I got locked in here. Don't you just love coincidences? So if we find your arms, we'll find the orb? Excellent deductive reasoning, Lizzie. Oh, and we can also deduce that if I don't know what happened to my arms, I don't know what happened to the orb. You don't know what happened to your arms. As I said before. All I remember is that I walked in here and there was a flash of light. The next thing I knew, my arms were gone and so was the orb, and I was locked inside. Ugh, if only there was some way to tell exactly what happened in here, but it was so long ago. Well, if you don't remember, and I don't remember, maybe the water remembers. The water remembers? What do you mean? Oh, water has memory. It's disputed by many, but it's true. We'll just need to find a way to get it to share the memories with us. Say, would Elsa know something about this? Elsa, that's it. She's very good at helping water show us what it remembers. Alright, I'll go talk to Elsa. Lizzie, thank goodness you're here. I've been doing everything I can to try to stop the blizzard in the Frosted Heights. But nothing I do seems to work. It has some sort of dark, dreamlight magic feeding it. I think I might have found the key to fixing it, but I do need your help. Of course, anything. Just tell me what I should do. I went to the center of the blizzard and found a secret chamber full of strange magical experiments. And that's not all. I found Olaf inside. Olaf, oh, what a relief. Anna and I have been so worried about him. Did he know anything about the blizzard? Yes, he's helping me. Good. What did he tell you? Olaf's arms are missing. He says the last thing he remembers is that they were holding on to the orb. We need them to restore the pillar. But he doesn't know where to find them. He said something about water having memory? That's it. Olaf can be a bit of a genius, but I'm not sure my powers will help. Whatever happened may not be tied closely enough to me. But you might be able to do it. In the past, your royal watering can could draw out the memories held by water. Then maybe we could find out exactly what happened to the orb. Do you think my watering can still has that power? I wouldn't know where to start. My friend Graham Hobby would say to start where things begin, and that would be the pillar in the Frosted Heights. I'll keep trying to fend off this blizzard while you investigate. Just hold your watering can and focus your magic near the pillar. And now we need to go back to Elsa and tell her what we saw. Hello, Lizzie. Did your watering can uncover anything? I saw the Forgotten taking the orb from the pillar. Oh, well, I've spent a lot of time talking to Merlin about the magic in this village. He told me that the pillars have protective charms on them to keep dark magic at bay. Maybe the Forgotten wanted to try using more dangerous kinds of magic, and the pillar's protective aura was stopping that. Elsa, there's something I need to tell you. The Forgotten, they're a part of me, some kind of splinter of myself that I left behind. I see. Well, I know that magic can do things like that. Olaf is a part of me, and he's sweet and kind, but so is Marshmallow, a much larger snowman I created. Let's just say, he's very protective. So if the Forgotten wanted to mess with dark magic, does that mean I did too? It's the only thing that makes sense. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean that you would ever do it. But this would mean that the blizzard, the forgetting, could all of this be my fault? What? No, Lizzie. This isn't your fault. Trust me, when it comes to starting magical blizzards that threaten to swallow up everything and everyone I love, I've got a little experience. Magic and emotions can make unintended things happen. The more you know about your magic, the more you'll be able to control it. What matters now is that you're here trying to fix this. And I guess now we're one step closer to doing that. In the memory, it looked like Olaf saw the Forgotten running off with the orb, and he followed them to the secret chamber. Then I think you'll find the rest of your answers inside. I'll go see if there are any more memories inside the secret chamber. Lizzie, I have to know. Are we any closer to solving the mystery of my missing arms? I think so. Elsa helped me use my watering can to bring out a memory near the pillar in the Frosted Heights. I saw the Forgotten pulling the orb out of the pillar. The Forgotten, but it looked just like you. Yeah, the Forgotten has my face. There's some sort of magical splinter of me. Oh, like I'm part of Elsa. How fascinating. I guess it's sort of like that. Well, I certainly thought the Forgotten was you when we were playing hide and seek. You'd been missing for a long time, but we were still in the middle of a game. So I followed you, the Forgotten, so I could tag you and you'd finally come back to the village. And then I saw the Forgotten had dropped that shiny orb, so I picked it up and came in here to give it back. But then what happened? I don't remember, but you can use your watering can around here to find out. Wow, did you see that? I must have interrupted the Forgotten while they were casting some sort of magical enchantment. And the orb made the magic go wild in here. That must have been the flash I saw. So this chamber, it must be the Forgotten's, and it was the Forgotten who locked you inside here. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Olaf. That's okay, I know you wouldn't have wanted it to happen. After that, the Forgotten grabbed the orb off the floor and threw it into that portal over there, with my arm still attached. Oh, but bright side, now we know where the orb is. Someone with arms can just reach inside the portal and grab it. I'd volunteer to do it myself, but, no arms. That portal keeps flickering. Something's wrong with it. I don't think it's safe to reach inside. Oh, maybe there's some way to fix it in one of these books. Since my arms are missing, I couldn't turn the pages to read them, but the titles are very interesting. They're all about magic, casting spells, making things float, how to open portals. Did you just say how to open portals? Gasp, how to open portals? Yes, and we need to open a portal. I guess I'll need to find that book. So you want to open a dark portal. Must have been stolen from Merlin's library. The book reads, helpful troubleshooting tips. Caution, be careful not to rip apart the walls of reality. You found a book. Is it the one we need? You'll have to read it to me since I can't turn the pages. Okay, it's called So You Want to Open a Dark Portal. How conveniently specific. It sounds like it's exactly what we're looking for, Lizzie. I hope so. I can't wait to hear what it says. This book, this must be how the Forgotten learned to open all those portals in the first place. No wonder they've been popping up everywhere. Are you going to read? According to this, we'll need something called a Dreamlight Prism to fix the portal. There's a bunch of broken glass on the floor over there. I'll bet the Forgotten tried this too. Maybe if you gather it up and replace the broken parts, we can get my arms back. Oh, and the orb. Can't forget about that. It says we'll need some glass and some purified night shards. But once I fix it, I need to find some way to channel all the colors of the rainbow through the prism. How do I do that? Well, there are some gems over there near the portal, but not all the colors. Some must be missing. Don't worry, Lizzie. I'm sure you can figure out what to do. Finally, it says I need to whisper one of my darkest fears to the portal to seal the spell. I guess I should start thinking about what I'm afraid of. But for now, I'll start by making the Dreamlight Prism. The Dreamlight Prism is now crafted and the other gems are collected so that we can place everything on their pedestals so we can fix the portal. To get this portal to stay stable, I need to tell it one of my deepest fears. Being alone. Just the thought of being apart from everyone and everything I love is terrifying. Hey, something's happening to the portal. I think the magic is starting to work. Alright, once we get the orb, then we give Olaf back his arms and we talk about fixing the orb, and he gives us a warm hug, and we find that love fixes the orb, so the virtue of the Frosted Heights orb is love, and then we go and put it back in the pillar and restore everything back to the way it was. Wow, Lizzie, you found my missing pieces and stopped the blizzard. You're very talented. There are still a lot of questions left though, like what was the deal with that secret chamber? What was the Forgotten doing in there? Don't worry, Lizzie, I know you'll figure it out. You're practically the official village figure-outer. And I'll be here if you need any warm hugs or words of sage wisdom from a snowman wise beyond his years. But for now, I'm gonna go see what's changed in the village while I was winning at hide and seek. I think you're gonna love it, Olaf. There are lots of new villagers to befriend. Really? Well, I can't wait to meet them all. Thank you for finding me, Lizzie. You're the best seeker a hider could have. Oh, and one more thing. Tag, you're it. And so this is the recap of what we've seen about the Forgotten so far in our valley. I'm hoping that I have the conversation with Ursula recorded. I'm going to have to go back and look, but I'm not 100%. But I hope this was a good refresher for you guys. I know it was for me, and it's made me even more excited to continue this storyline in the next update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.